Okay. So today my first day of trip to Tennessee with the group of motorcyclists. I'm leaving my house, meeting with them at 9:30 in the morning in Clifton and Route 31. There somewhere at the gas station.
Okay, he's not there.
Took a vote. You have the dirtiest bike.
That's correct.
Okay, Ramblers. Today's ride is basically getting to the start of the Skyline Drive. So we're gonna go. As some of us talked about, we're just gonna blow out 78, get the hell out of Jersey and Eastern PA, and take 29N. That's the exit to Hermes. Second light left into Wawa's, get a cup of coffee, take a whiz, and then back roads, pretty much the rest of the way. Well, we are going to go through Harrisburg, so just have to stay together. We're going right down to the river, a couple of lights, and then over, and then take 15 down.
So we're passing through Pennsylvania. It's got a little chilly. I got put my all have to dress up a little bit warmer. I put my electric jacket on and my heavier gloves. It's 57 degrees. I expected it to get a little warmer, but no, it's not getting any warmer. Time for lunch. So my daughter is 20 years old, graduating college. She comes home and she says she wants a motorcycle. She wants to get a driver's motorcycle license. Do you have any suggestion for her? How to start the motorcycling for little girl?
I don't have two wheels. I never wanted two wheels.
Harley Davidson is two wheels.
I have a trike.
Oh, you have a trike.
I have three wheels.
Oh, you cheating.
Absolutely. With the way these people drive today, absolutely.
Okay.
We usually go out. There's about 3 or 4 of us that go out. We try to go out at least once a week. And this year we're actually going to Smoky Mountain Bike Week. So we're going to ride to Tennessee for a week.
Nice.
So that's what mine looks like. Yeah, I had a Tri-Glide. And it was a red one, and on my way to Gettysburg Bike Week last year,
Oh, that's beautiful.
it started shutting
I
off
love
and
the white.
starting by itself.
That's not good.
So I called my husband, and we brought it back, and then I had my eye on this one for a while, so we just went and traded it in on this one. One shot, we're going together.
We had a nice lunch and we continue on our journey. Well, we're making progress, so we just entered Maryland. We stopped at the gas station and got a little bit of some snacks in Maryland and moving on. "74 degrees. That's why it feels so much warm. I had to take the layers off. It got much more comfortable. Yeah, we got lucky with our first day. Perfect weather, nice roads. Our fancy breakfast.
Good morning, Vlad. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
The morning one of the trip, we had a very nice ride yesterday, 260 miles or so.
Roughly.
It was a great ride, beautiful pace. It was a chilly day, and here we are in Front Royal, Virginia, which is sort of the jumping off spot for a lot of trips. And ready to rock and roll. What are we doing today?
We're doing Skyline Drive and Blue Ridge Parkway.
My bad. Wrong boots. But they are very comfortable, and I walked up and down the stairs a couple times in that.
I put these boots on and I'm like, why are they so tight on me?
Tight.
They look just as dirty as mine, but
This is dirty.
there's a difference, I guess, between size 9 and 11, right?
And mine have a racing stripe over here.
Oh, racing stripe. Okay. All right, give me my boots back, eh?
They are the same boot.
Yes.
Okay, day 2, locked and loaded. Everybody was up early. Kick stands up at 8:30. We were in the lobby at 8 having a great breakfast. We had pancakes and bacon and eggs and bananas and all sorts of exotic fruit. I made a fruit shake out of some of the fruit. It was delicious.
You're making this shit up, huh? There was nothing there.
There was nothing there.
Look like ice melted or something like that. My bike is all wet from morning dew. I'm gonna pull it back there in the sun and let it dry up. You're gonna dry it up in the sun, eh?
Vlad, the one thing that I've been wondering about for years, I get up in the morning, got a big mess, I gotta put a hat on. Your hair, it's always perfect. How do you do it?
Second day of our trip, another beautiful bright sunny day. Temperature is perfect. Today we're gonna ride Blue Ridge Parkway. Yesterday we passed New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia. In a short trip we covered a whole bunch of states.
Yeah, Vlad, very important to look your best on a motorcycle trip.
Yeah, I don't care to look good for you, but you know, for the camera I have to look presentable.
Yes, yes. Have you powdered yourself this morning?
I powdered myself. I put layer of deodorant under my arms, and I loop the chain, so I'm all ready to roll.
Very good, let's go.
On WhatsApp, so we can all see where each other are in case we get lost, because we are ramblers. So we intend to ramble. So us old guys have lifetime senior passes to the national park, and we're about to head in to the Shenandoah National Park a couple of blocks from here. So we'll see if this works. We make a left here, a left at the light, and it goes about 2 blocks, and it's a big entrance. We go in, probably have to show our stuff, and we're on Skyline Drive, Shenandoah National Park. Yep. And as I said, it's going to run about, I didn't write it down, but I think it's about 105 miles. Hard to get lost. If for some reason we get all separated and want to go our separate ways, let's gather before we leave Shenandoah, just before we get on Route 250. Let's just gather there. It's slow, it's all about looking, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day.
The first time I did the Skyline Drive was with my wife on a honeymoon on a rental RV. We pulled over to a parking lot in the middle of the park, and there was a sign that says "Be aware of bear." And when my wife saw the sign, she didn't want to take a trail, and we ended up with an ugly argument about dangers of. She didn't want to be eaten by bear, and so I left her, went there by myself, and as I'm walking through trail, I just started walking through the trail. I see people walking away from the trail, and I say, "Oh, be careful! There's a bear with the cops out there." Okay. The plan for today is a 6-hour trip, 250 miles, and according to navigation, we should arrive to our final destination around 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's a fabulous Skyline Drive. A beautiful day. Great people. I've been dodging squirrels all the way up here. Did you see the big black bear in the woods?
And the cops following it?
No, it had a head like this. It was poking its head out.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
What, are you a fisherman?
No.
Well, the stories you tell, like, it sounds like fisherman.
Hey, you'll see a bear. Anybody
Gonna
wants
get bigger
to leave?
every time he tells it.
What are we doing with Walt meet in the middle of a Blue Ridge Parkway?
And my phone is not charging. This phone, the amount that you recommended, it works until you blow a fuse. So now I have to find that fuse.
Good thing you have John here to help you out.
John is helping me out. He gave me his voltmeter.
Oh,
Wiping
we
his-
have right
I'm
there.
wiping his brow as he sweats. We fixed the problem. Excellent. I had a feeling that was it. I just forgot where I wired that because, you know, I'm 70 years old now.
It was your birthday 2
It
days
was my
ago.
birthday Sunday.
Sunday. Well, we're gonna celebrate your birthday today.
My message.
Enjoying nature, Craig?
I am. Look at that.
Nice view, huh?
Very nice view. Beautiful view.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is much better than the road that we always, everybody go to, the Tail of the Dragon. You got million turns here, nobody's here, no photographs taking pictures, people, no crazy motorcycle racers that wanna be endangering your life. Nice twisties and a beautiful scenery. What else do you need? This plaque telling us between 1933 and 1942, more than 10,000 young men served the civilian conservation corps camps in Shenandoah National Park, and the boys created the form and fabric of new park that the future generation could enjoy. And here we are, enjoying it. This area called Big Meadows. We were hoping to get some food, but today it's closed. Thankfully the bathrooms are open today, so we took advantage of that at least. And that's where we leave Shenandoah National Park. It's 12:30. Let's go eat something. So we pulled up to town of Waynesboro. Historical place. And we're looking for a place to grab lunch. He's the brain behind the operation.
I don't know about that.
We'll figure out something,
You're
eh?
in big trouble, man. And an airstrip. And, I mean, unbelievably curated historic claims.
This is me and my motorcycle on the Tail of the Dragon. I haven't lowered because I'm short. Motorcycles are fun. They're more or less safe if you're young. So go for it. Go for it.
And how many years are you guys married?
51.
51.
Yeah.
God bless. So we passed a Skyline Drive. We stop for lunch and enter the parkway, and now we're on the Blue Ridge Parkway going down south. What a wonderful day. Meet nice people in a diner. Everybody excited about our motorcycles, asking questions, and they want to know where we come from and they want to know where we're going. One guy thanked us for stopping in their town. They love motorcycles, he says. when people see us on the motorcycles, especially like older people that don't ride anymore, they start pulling out their photographs and start showing their motorcycles that they have or used to have, and or they used to ride motorcycles, and makes us realize we're living a dream. We're living our dream, and we're living somebody else's dreams also, apparently. Mullins market, it works. So we stop at a country store at the Blue Ridge Parkway, and the store is closed. Okay, we're in the last leg of the second day, getting off the Blue Ridge Parkway and going to a hotel about 40 minutes away, half hour away.
We're here, Roanoke, Virginia, at the Sleep Inn. We got a suite for $107 because Val very politely complained there was no elevators. You gotta be kidding me, no elevator. Yeah. So the woman gracefully gave us a room on the first floor, and it's a suite, 2-bedroom.
Well, day 2, we're in another Mexican restaurant having a dinner today. Chicken fajita.
I'm on my relatively new 2017 African Twin. I love it. Can do anything I want to do. More capable than I am. So far so good.
And as for riding, yesterday all I can say is there were sections of the Blue Ridge Parkway that were just fabulous. You know, we started out, slow with watching the animals and trying to, keep out for the deer, which we were warned about, but we did pick it up within limits, and we just had a grand old sweeping, twisty, fun, flowing time. So day 3, we're heading to Boone. Beautiful weather today, warmer than it's been, and things have been going great, so we're going to try to keep it going. We're going to end up in Boone, North Carolina, up in the mountains. Our elevation range today is going to be from 2,000 feet to 4,000 feet, so it's going to be cooler. Looking at a YouTube video, bikers, catty corner from it is the Poor Farmers Market, which is everybody raves about. So just like anything you want, you can get there. Plus, if you want like an egg sandwich and a biscuit or something like that, you can get that. So let's go there.
Day 3 of our trip. Nice weather again. A little warmer than I wish it was. In the morning, that means I'm gonna warm up to uncomfortable hot weather, I guess. Pine Spur Overlook, elevation 2703.
Here we are on day 3 of the Blue Ridge Parkway ride.
Woo! Yay!
Perfect weather, about 60 degrees. Couldn't ask for nicer weather. A great bunch of guys. We're at Pine Spur Overlook on the Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia, and about 2,700 feet of elevation. And we can't look forward to the rest of the ride, and we hope the weather's just like this and just great. Awesome. Thanks, Val. Thanks, Val.
This pullover area has a big open parking space, can accommodate a lot of vehicles, but there is nobody here but us. Look at this guy. Yeah, we were here on the previous trip. You guys like a reunion of old buddies, huh?
We remember each other.
Yeah. Except last time we were here, it was pouring rain. We had a nice place to sit and relax and get all gear off and get a hot cup of coffee. It was beautiful. Say hello. Hi, Val.
I would like to get one of these cast iron pieces attached to my motorcycle for my camping experience, but they seem they're a little bit too heavy.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and this is a 2014 BMW RT. I got it in 2014 after 40 years of being off the motorcycle. I had one in the Navy many years ago, and I got this. So I had to reacquire my skills. Hopefully I've done some of that since then. And it's a great bike for touring, a little heavy, but I can't do Walter's off-road stuff with it, but that's okay.
You enjoying this ride?
I'm enjoying this ride a great deal.
That's all that counts now. I got a coffee and a brownie. Talk to Tarun on the phone. Poor Tarun is always working, missing out on all the fun. And while I'm talking to Tarun on the phone, Kirby paid for my brownie and my coffee. Thank you, Kirby. And we continue on our trip.
So here we are, day 3 of a great trip. 7 of us on the Blue Ridge Parkway on my new Africa Twin. So this is the newest of my 7 motorcycles. They date back to 1989. But anyway, Vlad, I'd just like you to know that if it weren't for you, I would not have been ready for this trip. I was unable to change the tires. And I don't know if you realize it, my 2 big trips, Alaska and cross country, you got my bikes ready for me. So thank you very much.
Okay, we finished with Blue Ridge Parkway, I think. The rest of it is a local road. We have arrived to Comfort Suites in Boonton, North Carolina.
US 221. Well, it's a win. Beautiful. Made it.
Doesn't get better than that.
That was the road that I remember with Jim Walsh.
And these guys are going to be doing it for the next 3 days.
That's right.
You
This
guys.
this is the road. You can ride this road. It's better than a Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Right?
I agree
No
with that.
photographers, no wannabes, no crowds, no cars, nobody there. Oh man, you two mean business. When you said you were gonna leave early, you meant it, eh?
I knew you were going to be up. Yeah, we're trying to get it on the road. We got a long day. We got a real nice ride, and then we got a big hump to get to the hotel. So it's not going to be a 400-mile day, but it's going to be more than a 300-mile day.
This guy got you out of the bed early in the morning, huh?
I don't know. it's that or being out on the road for a few hours too long. So we're looking forward to a day on the 421, the Snake, and then we're going to take the Python Expressway across, connect with the route Virginia 16, the back of the Dragon. So we're going to end up in Tazewell, starting here from here, which is we're down in Virginia, just a little bit west of our start and south. and then from Tazewell we're going to slab it to Harrisonburg.
Okay.
Spend the night, and then
You split tomorrow.
yeah. So, and the weather just cleared up.
Yeah, weather is great.
So
All right, you guys have a nice trip. It was a nice few days together.
It was great. It was
Yeah.
an excellent trip. New people, met some new riders.
Very nice guys.
Very nice guys.
Yeah, worked out great. I'm glad you guys came out. You have yourself a nice trip. All right, good morning, gentlemen. Everybody slept well and ready to ride another day?
Ride another day.
Yay.
next stop, wheels through time. Okay, Ramblers, day 4. So our destination today is Franklin, North Carolina, a fine resort town and our base for the next couple of days. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a right out of here, past the Peddling Pig. We're going to go on 105 bypass and then rejoin the route on 321. 321 is going to take us through some nice mountain roads, through the town of Banner Elk, which is a very resorty, high-end town. And then from Hot Springs, we head south on Route 209 called the Rattler. And it rattles your bones. And that'll take us down to Maggie Valley to the Wheels of Time Museum. After the museum, keep heading south. There's a waterfall, Salto Falls. You can stop there, see the waterfall. It's right by the road. And then head on down to Franklin. You guys are going to go on some dirt roads. It'll be dirt dogging.
So there's a dirt loop, if anybody's interested. It sort of circles Franklin.
Okay.
And our campground is just a little bit north of town, so it's right off the route. It's called My Mountain, but we'll leave our location on it,
Yeah.
so you can see where we are. But like tomorrow morning, we'll probably cook breakfast, right?
Yeah.
At the campsite.
Yep.
But then the second day, we'll have to get up early, pack up, and meet you guys.
So you do want to do the Friday ride with us after all, or do you want to?
No, we're not going to do Friday
We'll
ride.
You're going to do
do
your
a
own.
dirt ride or go fishing maybe.
Okay.
Do some
Well-
other things on.
So Saturday morning.
But we'll meet up with you Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
So the campground sent me a confirmation of the reservations, and in capital letters in the reservation says when you check in and you see our campground cat, be careful patting him. Sometimes he can be a real asshole. Okay, that was a nice message. Nice heads up. Keep an eye for that asshole of a cat, so he doesn't scratch your eyes out. So we start out with the nice chilly 48 degrees temperature, but it's a clear sunny day. As long as it's not raining, we're doing good. So we have to put a little more layers on to keep warm, but I think when sun comes up and middle of the day, temperature will go up to 60s or 70s.
So this was a iron foundry, and what's interesting is there's a water wheel, and you're kind of trying to figure out how does a water wheel power an iron foundry? Well, what it does is it drives what they call a trip hammer. So in the forge, the water would power a mechanism that raises a big heavy weight, and then it trips and smacks the iron ore.
Wow.
So that's why an iron foundry needed or could use a water wheel. Didn't make sense to me till I read the sign. and I'm enjoying this rocking chair. I'm not,
This is turned
I'm not
into
afraid to say it feels good.
this turned into a very educational trip. We'll learn something new.
That's right. My first time in Tennessee, too.
Yeah, beautiful country so far. Very nice.
Little chilly in the morning, huh? My hands start getting cold.
A little chilly. Got a few layers on.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna warm up by like 10 degrees for my comfort.
About 46, 48 in there.
We just stopped after a beautiful ride up Route 194 in the Twisties. We're in Tennessee, Roan Mountain State Park. So I stopped to use the restroom and went into this gift shop, and I got this great hot dog roasting fork because we're going camping. And what a deal! A hat and a T-shirt for $20. And this they warn you to be careful of. Very sharp knife for $19. Swedish steel.
Wow, you're gonna kill the bear when that's gonna roll into your tent.
Yeah, there could be bears here.
And watch out for that cat. They say he must be a real asshole.
Get away, cat!
Heading up Roan Mountain State Park. Keyword is up. Up.
Cherokee National Forest.
Up. That's Pisgah over there. I think this is kind of south. We're actually, even though it's up, it's actually going back into North Carolina. It's kind of south, southwest, southeast. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's south.
Yeah, there's another group of cyclists out there roaming around Tennessee, beautiful mountain roads.
This is a biannual trip that we do every fall and every spring. And we're from Maryland originally. And this gentleman's from Atlanta, Georgia. And he hooked up with this fellow over the years. And they come up from Atlanta and we're coming down from Maryland. And just enjoying these beautiful mountains around here. Mr. Film.
All right, you guys have a nice trip, all right?
Have a good one, sir.
Rainbow trout caught in Doe River at the Visitor Center area of Roan Mountain State Park with my good friend Dave with me. We've been fishing together for some years, and we enjoy our retirement now.
That's awesome, man. I love it. What were you using?
Power bait.
There's no size.
Yeah.
Oh, power bait. Motorcycle Museum, Wheels Through Time in Maggie Valley. Maggie Valley, is that North Carolina? Sounds good.
And there's actually only about 6 we know of today that still even exist in the United States. Everything in here runs, so we run them. Because the worst thing you could do is leave them sit for too long. So
It's such
they were made to run, so if you ride them, that's what keeps them going. The 1911 Indian battery single. So it runs off of batteries, 3 different batteries, and as one would die, the next would kick in, then the next would kick in, and then you threw them away. There's no way of recharging, so there's no generators yet, and the battery goes straight to the coil, makes your spark. Now, as the battery got weaker, it would run slower. It wasn't until 1912 when they standardized all motorcycles of having a magneto in the bottom that would create a spark to run to a generator that would make your batteries recharge. So that's when it all started making all motorcycles across the board function better like that. The batteries went away like that. You get a generator and a battery that you can charge back up.
That's our next generation.
1912. But 1907, That's when the magneto started in the bottom. But before that, they were all just run right off a battery. But as they got, weaker, they got slower. So that was a bad thing for the bike. Once you got a generator, it would actually give you a constant spark, always the same.
On mountain this morning and then just down the Rattler.
Nice. The Rattler is beautiful. I live just on the other side of the mountain from the Rattler.
Oh,
so
really?
when you go by Trust, where that little gas
Yeah, yeah.
station is, that 63 that bridges off and goes over towards Asheville, I live off of that road.
That's beautiful country.
Man, let me
Of
tell
course,
you.
I wouldn't look at the country so much.
Well, you got to watch where you're going. It's
Watch
not
it.
straight and
not
flat
straight.
roads.
A little bit of gravel every once in a while. On the
Yeah,
road.
I don't mind that
Yeah.
as much either. Back in the day when these bikes were riding on the roads, they were all dirt gravel.
Oh,
roads,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's.
A little like a Volkswagen. When the U.S. Army called Harley Davidson and asked for that motorcycle to be used in the North African desert, this is what they did. So because BMW already had the Boxer opposed cylinder engine and a shaft drive, it was a perfect setup. The U.S. Army told Harley Davidson, because we were going to war with Germany at the time, stealing their patent to use against the people we were fighting was not a problem.
Not a problem.
So they told Harley Davidson, make 1,000 of them, and they did. And this was never to be a civilian motorcycle. It was for a one-time war purpose. In 1942, they made the Harley XA, X for experimental, A for Army, and everything about this is experimental. It was never to be a civilian motorcycle. It was for a one-time war purpose. They stole the shocks from Indian from 2 years before that they started putting out just like that. That didn't come out until 14 years later on a production Harley Davidson with the pan head in 58 with the Duo Glide. 14 years later, so 10 years before it came out on a production line. The hand clutch foot shifter, like everybody's motorcycle today has that hand clutch foot shifter. That didn't come out until 1952 on the pan head Harley Davidson, right? So they also stretched the forks out about 3 inches longer on the front so it would handle better going through the sand. Also, the coolest thing that never ended up on any Harley, but every rider today would love to have on their motorcycle, is the neutral position switch on the side of the transmission. So you don't have to do that neutral dance anymore. You just reach over and put it right in neutral. If you stopped and you left it in gear, turned it off, you don't have to try to find neutral. You just reach over and just go, whoop, neutral, boom, and kick the thing and go.
Stopover for wheels through time was very exciting, and it was a lot of fun. And the highlight was not the museum, that is very impressive, but a pile of junk outside the museum under the covers. There's a ton of old, dirty, outdated motorcycles, and in one pile of the shit is a old KLR of first generation, just like mine. The key's inside. I turn the key on, the headlight turned on. The battery is alive. I checked the fuel, there's a fuel in there. And I'm like, Tom, let's go see if it starts. So it cranks, but didn't start, I guess. It didn't start for a long time. I didn't want to crank it for too much, not to kill the battery, so to speak. But that was
Probably kill the
that was
battery.
the highlight for me of Harley Davidson experience. 35, this is it. Home sweet home. Alright. We're camping, dude.
We're camping. All right, man. Yeah, beautiful. And we just finished eating breakfast. We decided to take a walk down to the office of My Mountain Campground and buy some firewood, but they're not open yet. And looking at the people's beautiful campers, some of which have not moved in decades. But everybody's happy and it's all good. And when it warms up, maybe we go for a motorcycle ride and do some fishing.
Yeah.
Tell him, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him,
He's a
tell
dick.
him this from me.
Yeah, I will.
Freaking
Yeah.
ass.
I know.
You remind me of my wife. She doesn't take any shit from people like that
You know
either.
what? I've owned this campground for 9 years, and I've been from hell and back with it.
Yeah.
So I have evicted so many people.
Yeah.
I have kicked out so many people. I don't put up with anybody's shit, even the cops. Tell them, fuck you. Yeah. I hate
Take
the
no
cops
prisoners.
here.
All right. So can you
No
set
prisoners.
on a positive note? Can you set us up with wood?
That's why I brought it.
Oh, that's
I
for
saw
me.
you sitting there for
Well, you
20
see
minutes.
you see everything, huh?
Cameras everywhere.
Oh, you got
yes,
cameras.
I see it everywhere. Yes, the hillbillies around here are fantastic.
It's like, what are you
I'm
used to?
fighting with these guys over here about the goat.
Yeah,
The
the
goat?
goat screams.
People are like,
Constantly.
somebody's murdering. Call the cops.
Yeah.
Call the cops because I've told them something's wrong with that goat.
Yeah.
Goats don't sound like that. I know what goats are supposed to sound like. It's all by itself. It's lonely or they're not taking care of it.
Yeah, I did
The
see
guy hung up on me, said F you, and he hung up on me the other night. Because I had it out with him. I'm like, you know, people are complaining about this goat.
Yeah,
It's
I-
nice and peaceful in here. I don't need...
Is that what I was hearing? I heard it.
The roosters woke us up in the
The
morning.
roosters. You know.
That's normal, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's normal.
That's normal.
Like when I first started hearing, like, is that someone screaming, like
Yeah.
bloody murder or
I
something?
had two
So-
people, guests, call me that were staying over there. Something's going on. Where are we? I'm like, dude, it's a farm across the street. Calm down. Nobody's getting murdered. It's a goat.
Well, here's where you are. This is the frog quarters. That's what the F is for. If you go up behind the fence out here and go under the bridges, you come up over here. Picnic shelter, playgrounds, but you didn't bring your dogs or kids, so not a problem. Right in here you can fish, and down about here you'll be able to fish. If you go all the way to the other end, you can fish over here, and that's perhaps a good spot also. So, but there's a map you may have.
Thank you.
Thank you. Canoe building.
Your canoe
That's a
builder.
wooden strip canoe. That's a thing of beauty.
Built about 5 of those.
Yeah.
I built 3 side wheel launches, paddle wheelers, gas powered, you know,
Yeah.
20 footers.
Well,
So
And
you like woodworking?
a whole variety of rowboats,
Yeah.
just what you do when you're bored.
so do you use your boats that you built?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I can get in my canoe very nicely. Get now a whole different ballgame. You know, when you hit 80, it's time to slow down.
Yeah.
So that's when the puzzles come into play. Eh?
Well, that keeps me off the streets during the daytime.
At night is another story. He goes wild.
It goes on forever.
That this hold you from chasing women, I guess. Eh? The puzzles.
Wouldn't do any good to chase them. If I caught them, I wouldn't know what to do anymore.
So we'll leave the bikes right here. We're good here.
Enjoy an exotic spot in Little Tennessee River. We're done here, moving on.
So far, no bites. Warm sun. Going to be warmer tonight. We got 2 bundles of wood.
We're gonna do
We're
what?
gonna cook.
We're gonna cook steaks today.
You want steaks?
Yeah, maybe
I'll do
steaks.
steaks.
Yeah, look at the butterfly. Man.
Wow, that's a big one. Oh, so we're at Outdoor 76, and we're looking at the canoe builder's canoe. This guy, Canoe Builder, is who we met this morning at the Little Tennessee River Greenway shop. He was putting together a 1,000-piece puzzle with his buddy, and he builds these cedar strip canoes. He gives some away, he sells some, he uses some, and this is his canoe on display here.
He told us, you go to that store, you'll see my canoe, right?
Yeah.
So we came to look at the canoe.
There's the canoe.
We found one.
we just finished shopping at the Food Lion in Franklin, North Carolina. We're gonna make delicious T-bone steaks over the fire, baked potatoes, grilled corn, a salad with tomatoes and cucumbers, and I have super glue to fix my visor and Val's glasses. Yeah, pink in the middle.
This steak came out great.
T-bone.
Good job, man.
Yeah, we're here near Franklin. We're at the My Mountain Campground, and 35 degrees, but had a good shower this morning and slept well and made a nice fire.
So that's our breakfast.
Nice. Oh, man, it smells good.
Yay. Nice. That's it.
All right.
Ask ChatGPT how long we need to boil eggs to make them soft on inside at 2,000 feet elevation where we are right now. And ChatGPT responded with 6.5 to 7 minutes. Turned out perfect, just right.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Two old farts using artificial intelligence. We are done with our camping in this campground. And we're gonna meet with our buddies. They are going on this so-called rough terrain. They're waiting for us. So this is too rough of a terrain for you guys, huh?
These are RTs.
RTs, man.
Why I asked whether it was paved.
Yeah. So,
I would have met you up there.
I see asphalt there.
Well, not paved here.
Yeah.
You dirt dogs or something else. Okay, we're going to a gas station just before the park.
Okay.
Shortly, right there, we're going to get on 441, which is the Newfound Gap Road through the Smoky Mountain National Park. Now, about halfway up, about where there's a sign that says North Carolina-Tennessee border, there's a large parking area. There's a large parking area, and if it's not too crowded, we'll pull in there if there's a nice overlook, refill, right? And then keep going up. When we get up to the top, we'll be coming into Gatlinburg. And before we go all the way into Gatlinburg, we're going to get off on Roaring Forks Motor Nature Trail. It's a one-way loop, I don't know, 20 miles or whatever. It loops down and around. Now it's one way, so yeah. And not too far up, we're going to get off of it and go to a place called Jimmy's Smokehouse, get some barbecue.
We can't go. We can't down the stairs. Are you staying up there?
We are at the North Carolina-Tennessee border in Newfound Gap in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Beautiful, great day.
Beautiful day.
And nice roads.
Yep.
Let's go enjoy it.
Let's enjoy it. Let's go to Gatlinburg. All right.
Nice bike.
Yeah, it's Suzuki.
Yeah, so I've been looking more at the dual sport type bikes, the ones that sit. I'm only 6'3". I can't be bent over on no knee no more.
Oh, you poor guy. You know, funny thing.
You're good. Like I said, all your stuff is valid. All your stuff checks out. You too. Thank you.
You're gonna be part of my story to never see.
I hope I'm a good part of it.
Yeah, well, you didn't give me ticket and you didn't arrest me, so we're all good.
Hey, I try to be.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, man. I guess nice guy, Mr. Officer, police officer, I guess knows I need content for my movies, right? Pulls me over. So, nice guy, pulls me over and said, yeah, it's just, you're not supposed to have a strobe lights on. So if you just turn the strobe lights off, we're gonna be okay. Just if you show me your license and insurance, I'll let you go. And I said, oh, well, yeah, that's where the problem starts, because I don't have my license on me. Oh my God. I don't know what I did with my license, I said, but it's not in my wallet. Ah, okay. So I gave him my name and my birth date. He called and found out to check on the license, and he let me go and wished me nice travels. Okay, now I need to meet with the rest of my buddies that pretended they don't know me and that they kept on going. Let's see. Let's see if they're waiting for me somewhere down the road.
We're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We're still in the greater Gatlinburg.
So I just got pulled over by a policeman. Everything worked out good. I didn't get a ticket. So we're in a good mood. We can enjoy our lunch now, right? We're heading up the mountains, but I don't think we need extra layers of clothing anymore, right?
It's hot. It's going to be hot.
We finished with lunch. 3 Jimmy's Good Time Eatery. I had a nice half a rack of ribs. We have arrived to Wilderness Road Campground, I think it's called, and it's a borderline of Tennessee and Virginia, and it's on the Virginia side. Let's see, we're gonna pull into the office and find out if they have our reservations and where is our site. It's 5 o'clock. It got a little cloudy. I guess the sun is setting. Tom and I, this is our third night camping in this trip, right?
Yes, third night.
Yeah, so today we were at what's that?
Wilderness Road Camp.
We in Virginia, right? This is
So
Virginia.
we're where 3 states come together.
Yeah. So
Virginia.
We're in Virginia because
Yeah, we're Virginia. Yeah.
You come out from campground and we went to restaurant.
That's
we
right.
crossed into Tennessee.
Yep.
And then come back to our camp after dinner. We ended up in Virginia. Right?
That's right.
Virginia is 4 hours. It doesn't. It does not include you and I. We just camping together.
Right.
Okay. So we had a great time.
Yeah. Good dinner last night.
Dinner last night.
And
we meet today at 8 o'clock for breakfast.
Yeah.
With the rest of the team and moving on. Long day today.
300 miles.
In the saddle.
Yeah. And this
the
is
weather,
a great.
everyday weather is like.
Everything good. Sun is coming out.
You can't ask for better weather. Great trip. And how lucky was I yesterday with that cop? He pulls me over.
Oh, because you had strobing lights on the motorcycle.
He didn't
Apparently,
like
that's
it.
against the law.
In Tennessee, they don't like that.
Yeah, they don't like that.
I
so-
told him I'm riding with this strobe lights for the last 10 years, and I'm waiting for cop to pull me over and say something. I said, a lot of cops out there saw me over 10 years in different states. I travel everywhere on this motorcycle. I said, in 10 years, you're the first one that pulled me over. So he says, I don't know what about the other states, but if you leave the strobe lights on and I let you go, a cop down the road will pull you over and maybe give you a ticket for this.
Yeah.
So to keep the light on if you want it, but not strobing.
In Gatlinburg, they have to keep up the revenue stream through the tickets.
Through the tickets.
But they didn't get it from you.
Not from me. I managed to BS my way through.
Much success.
Success. Wonderful trip. Great bunch of guys. And we had so much fun on this trip. Okay, so we're done with the campground. Wilderness Road campground in Virginia. The adventurous guy, Craig, out of all the company, invited everybody on a little hike, but we weren't ready for hike. We had to set up our tents and take shower and all that. Well, the hike in this campground apparently not to be missed one, and it's top of the mountain where the trail takes you to, where three states get together. They meet Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky. So this is what, good morning, the day before last of our vacation. Yes, today we have after we meet for breakfast, we're gonna have a long day in the saddle, like 300 miles trip, and we wind up, I know where we're gonna sleep tonight. We have to come up with a sleeping arrangement. Our breakfast place.
Pulp fiction novels. Small variety. I don't think I'll take anything today. I have nothing to leave anyway. But that's the Cumberland Gap Free Lending Library in front of the Gap Creek Coffee House Cafe. We just finished our breakfast, and the rest of our group is going back to their room to get settled and get their bikes, and we'll meet them back here.
Good morning, a beautiful, warm Virginia/Kentucky/Tennessee morning, day 7. Today we're heading from Cumberland Gap, Tennessee to Radford, Virginia. We're going to start out with probably about an hour or two of twisties and country roads. We'll stop roughly an hour, we'll find a place, and stop for coffee in Rogersville. So then in Marion, after we have lunch, we will head up 16, which is the back of the Dragon, very twisty, up to Tazewell, Virginia. There's a back of the Dragon place there. We can stop and get a cup of coffee, get a sticker or whatever. And we'll do some more back roads and then head on back down to 81 and take us into the Comfort Inn and Suites in Christiansburg, wherever you guys are staying.
Hey, we live in Cumberland Gap. I think that was a day, today is a day 7. We stayed in a nice campground. It wasn't that nice. The campground wasn't that nice. The forest was nice. Whoever built that campground should be fired. Every campsite is on a insane, crazy slope. I don't know, the people that built this campground, they have no idea what the hell they were doing, obviously. Every site where people pull it with the RVs and the motorhomes, they had to prop them and jack them up and do all kinds of maneuvers to level themselves up on this crazy unlevel sites. Every site is on a crazy slope. It's 9:15 in the morning. We have a 300-mile day. Last minute I reserved a room for Tom Bruno and I in the same comfort suite where the rest of these guys are, so we're gonna stay in the same hotel. I hope there's gonna be a gas station somewhere soon. My light is blinking. I'm riding on the last bar of fuel. Yesterday when these guys were filling up, I had 4 bars out of 5, so I didn't fill up. That was a mistake. So today is my lucky day. I'm not sure I was gonna end up siphoning fuel out of any of this, some of these guys' motorcycles, but God watches after children and fools. I am definitely in the second category. Worked out well for me. I got gas. Now I'm good for another 250 miles. And the fun continues. No siphoning experience for me today. Town of Montgomery. Happening place. It's got gas station, got a restaurant, air conditioning place, and of course a Baptist church. Nice, beautiful roads. I'm not even sure what state we're in. Roads look like recently paved and marked, and no cars on the road. It's great. What a day. I don't know if it was gonna get hot at some point later on, but now it's like a perfect, comfortable weather. So we had a little change of plans. We got to Marriott, Virginia. We had lunch, and Dennis started feeling a little dizzy. So we spent an hour hanging out there in town to see if he feel any better, and we decided to split up. He felt a little bit better, so Craig, Bob, and Dennis decided to take a local easy road towards the hotel where we're gonna stay tonight, and Tom Bruno and I were gonna do this what's that called, tail, is it a tail of the dragon, or is that what the road is? I forgot the name of the hell of this road. Something with the dragon. So here we are. Then Tom Bruno is leading and I'm following him. Too bad I can't put up a camera to my screen of my Scenic. The wavy line representing the road is absolutely insane. So what's it called? Back of a Dragon or something? Tail of the Dragon is a famous road like in North Carolina that I couldn't care less for because of it's so populated, so many people there, and very dangerous the way. In my in my opinion, it's very dangerous road to be on with all the people there. But roads like this, like a local roads in the middle of nowhere, where not that many people know about, so much more fun for me because there's nobody here. There's no motorcyclists, there's no cars. Oh, scratch the lean too much and scratch the pedal. The hairpin. Yeah, these roads are not for Harley Davidsons. You're not gonna enjoy this road on this farm tractor Harley Davidson. And there's no time to wave hands to upcoming motorcyclists. We skip that formality. What a roller coaster that was! Holy moly! I think I did well. I keep up with Tom Bruno, the superstar. I'm like right on his tail. Wow, what a view here! Woo! What a beautiful country. This vacation so far, one day is better than another. With the roads, and the weather, and the company, and the food, and the scenery. Everything is top notch.
So we're at the Back of the Dragon store in Tazewell, Virginia. We just finished riding Back of the Dragon North. It's very twisty, and Val informed me that I went into the opposite lane a couple of times. So, but no worries, no injuries, no mechanical. And here, this is a special place that sells souvenirs, serves beer, and also has dragon-fired pizza. Clean thoroughly. It is.
So, today is the West Virginia Mountain Romp. Day 8. Day 8. And so, we're going to start off.
They show you a beautiful face.
See if Dennis is. You listening?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm listening.
So, first, we're just going to go around the back road and get gas. And then we're going to pull out on this road here and literally right over 81 and then make a left, go north. And it's 1 hour to Natural Bridge State Park, which is supposed to be pretty cool. And there's a visitor center, we can chill out, walk up to the Natural Bridge. And then we get back on 81, we go to Staunton, Virginia. And in Staunton, then we go up into the mountains on Butler Maps G2 roads, into West Virginia through George Washington National Forest. The theme of this trip in my year is USA 250. Yeah. So trying to get some of the history. And go through the forest and then dip down ultimately into Charlestown, West Virginia. About 310 miles, 6.5 hour riding time. So we're going to want to be thoughtful about our stops and how long we stop, because it's going to get up to 95 in Charlestown when we pull in.
And probably a little humid.
Probably a little humid. Let's watch for thunderstorms and
hydrate.
And hydrate. Definitely hydrate today. All right.
Let's roll.
Let's roll, dude.
I've got to turn my key.
And this time I'm not gonna fight you about filling up. Here we are pulling away on the day 8 of our trip. We stay in the hotel. Worked out good. No camping for us last night with Stan Bruno. It's gonna be a warm day in the 90s. We're gonna stop by, visit some natural bridge, historical place that I never been to, so that should be exciting. And tomorrow we're gonna be home. Not one day of clouds on this trip. Amazing. I brought all my rain gear with me just in case, of course, just in case. But I didn't have to use it. But we did squeeze 3 days of camping out of this trip, which has worked out very well. We arrived to Natural Bridge State Park. And this is a visitor center. Impressive looking building.
Oh, here's where we have to buy tickets. Today we're at the fabulous Natural Bridge State Park in Virginia's 250th anniversary of USA 250. It is an incredible geological feature, which we don't know anything about yet because the visitor center isn't open yet, but it sure is impressive.
Originally surveyed by George Washington in 1750.
All right.
I read that on the plaque up there.
Okay. At 200 feet tall, estimated to weigh 36,000 tons, as much as 2,500 school buses. How did it happen? The answer is all around you. The limestone, eaten away by carbonic acid in the water. So, a million years ago, it was swallowed by a sinkhole that turned it into an underground river. It eventually reached the James River, first settlement, by means of a cave that slowly developed through the limestone deposit you're standing in now. Forces at work were small, but on the grand scale of several 100,000 years, they carved out the walls around you. Cedar Creek made cave collapse, leaving the natural bridge standing at the narrowest point in the chasm.
Natural bridge. Limestone, huh? Hey, look! Look! Somebody carved out a name in 1855.
In a rural area outside of Atlanta, she had some landscapers come to her house and cut down some brush and clear some air.
There we have it, Natural Bridge. Nice place to visit. Okay, we're done with the Natural Bridge State Park and we're moving out. Nice section with twisties. That's always welcome in our company. I'll take that any day over Route 81. Nice twisties. Yeah. Holy cow, nice. Nobody's here but us chickens. Logging truck is slowing us down a little bit. Yeah, we said it's challenging to drive this twisties on a motorcycle. Try to do the loaded trailer with heavy load. Those drivers are next level. Thank you. Beautiful countryside. Welcome to Franklin, West Virginia. Oh well, so this is the point of our trip where we're running out of luck with beautiful weather, and it started to rain. And we got 2 hours left to our hotel, and looks like the line of rain is going in our direction. So we're gonna ride in the rain. It is a blue sky where we are going, but it is raining where we are. On a positive note, it's not 90 degrees anymore. Now it's 80 degrees. And we're not perspiring. So we drove into the line of rain. We got ourselves slightly wet, and 2 minutes later it stopped raining. Yeah, this party didn't last long. 2 minutes later rain started again, and now we're running in the rain. So let's see, we have 1 hour and 15 minutes until we get to our hotel. And hopefully at some point or another it will clear out and it's not gonna rain for all of the 2 hours. That's why we call it an adventure. You never know what's gonna come to you. You have to deal with it. At least we're not in a campground and we don't have to pack up wet stuff, because that's like the worst. South Fork River. That river looks like it can use some rainwater. Yeah, this is not a highlight of our trip, I'm sure. We're going through town with traffic lights and traffic and rain. $220 north. 220 and 28 north. My favorite roads. I don't know what the hell we are. Mooresfield. Maybe we're in West Virginia. We came out of a line of rain and we're dry again. One thing, a benefit of traveling in a group of fellow riders from the club is you get to know people. When we go on a Saturday, Sunday ride, we jump on the bikes, we ride the bikes, we eat, and then we go home. When we spend 8 days together, you get to know people. So this is my opportunity to meet, find out more Dennis and his inspiring story, and I wanted to capture this in my story in case you watch it. So here we go.
Yeah, so I guess you saw on my hat that you asked me questions about the Navy experience. This is I joined the Navy in 1972. So it was February, and I signed up for a 4-year enlistment. And I was almost 21 at the time, and I turned 21 in boot camp. So I was a little bit older than most of my fellow boot camp sailors, but the reason I signed up, I had been in college for 2 years, a community college on Staten Island, and I still didn't know really what I wanted to do, and had no real direction, and I felt I was wasting time. So I thought I would do something like that and be part of a bigger organization and help guide, steer my direction. So I enlisted Now the Navy wasn't completely foreign to me. My father served in World War II in both the Atlantic and Pacific, and my older brother had served in the Navy and had been in Vietnam. And so I joined up in '72, and people thought I was crazy because, you know, this is during the Vietnam War, and my draft lottery number was 312. I don't know if you know anything about the lottery system, but it was a way to...
I was in USSR back then, so I don't know anything about that.
Well, it was a way to allocate...
Besides, I'm a little bit younger than you. Not much, but...
It was a way to allocate, be more fair than the draft. It was kind of spread it around, and basically they assigned numbers to every day of the year. And they drafted in that order. So if you had a low number, you were likely to get drafted. A number like mine was 312, very unlikely to be drafted. But so people thought I was crazy signing up during the Vietnam War. But I went, and you know, I'm glad I did. I think I mentioned the other night that a few months later, after I was assigned to a ship, so I went to boot camp, and then I went to a school, radar school, and learned how to be what they call a radarman. At the time, they changed it later to something called operations specialist, and that's basically someone who operates the equipment in Combat Information Center on a ship, and that's the dark area where all the inputs come in from different sources like sonar and radar.
Sounds like an important job.
Electronic. The captain, oftentimes during a special operation, the captain will have a seat there and be able to see all the status boards and what's going on, kind of like a Tom Clancy movie.
Action movie in real life.
So I had been assigned. So I went to school, and then I was assigned to a ship in Florida, out of Mayport, Florida, near Jacksonville, and that was our home port. And shortly after that, my younger brother, 3 years younger, he had just turned 18, and he signed up. So he requested to be assigned to my ship. And it was granted. You got to get a congressional congressman to approve it, and but he did. And he was assigned to my ship. I still had another brother, a youngest brother, at home. So remember the Sullivan brothers? They were all bunch of brothers who were killed during World War II. So they were very. They had to be very cautious about allowing brothers on the same ship. So my younger brother got assigned to our ship, and I would kind of look at. I was fortunate to be able to kind of look out for him, and he kind of joined up to be friends with the guys that I had already become friends with, and so kind of eased his transition to shipboard life, and it was a lot of fun having a brother on the same ship, and so eventually he got to work in the same area that I did, which is CIC, and so. We had some good experiences. We sailed a lot around the Caribbean at first, and then we went on a ship to the Mediterranean. We left in 1973, and it was supposed to be a 6-month deployment. After a stop in Amsterdam, we stopped down, we went into the Mediterranean, and around that time, October of '73, was the Yom Kippur War, and it was a serious situation at the height of the Cold War. Our ship, I should back up, our ship was, its mission was anti-submarine warfare. So we would chase Russian submarines, and sometimes our own, not unbeknownst to us, they were our own, but we would chase submarines and track them and pass that information on to the higher ranking officials in the Pentagon. But So when we went into the Mediterranean, the Yom Kippur War broke out, and President Nixon raised our defense condition to defense condition DEFCON 3, which is the highest non-war defense condition. The next step would be 2, and that's war. So, and this is with Russia. Now the war broke out. Russia supported Egypt, and we supported Israel. But Russia had threatened to send troops, foot soldiers, into the area, and had made some kind of veiled indications that it would introduce nuclear weapons to Egypt. And so to stop that, the U.S. Formed a 3-carrier battle group, which at the time was the largest battle group of naval ships assembled since the Battle of Leyte Gulf in World War II. And so we were one of the escort ships for the carrier. But it was a very precarious situation because Russian ships were coming this way and U.S. ships, and they would play chicken and try to throw you off course. Now, the danger there is if you collide, it could be a catastrophe. But we were also intercepting Russian planes flying over our formation, and it was a very, we had battle plans all drawn up. Who would take this ship, who would take that ship? And suddenly we had orders from the Pentagon to head towards the Strait of Gibraltar and wait further orders. We thought we were going home, but not to be. We met the ship of the King of Morocco, King Hassan II, and he was on his way to Rabat for a peace conference to settle the war. But he was afraid his own military would take him out. So we provided escort duty for his ship back into the Mediterranean, and then waited for him, and afterwards came back out and escorted them back home. And then we were back to the formation in the middle of the Mediterranean. But then we were invited by the king to go to Casablanca and have a party. We had a party at the King's Palace in Casablanca, and presented the captain with a jewel encrusted.
That palace was fancy, and then the hotel we are staying in today.
A little fancier than this, yeah, a little fancier, and better food. But that was our. And then later on, he sent us tons and tons of fruit and nuts and dates. We couldn't eat it all. We had to give away to an orphanage around Christmas in Valencia.
So, how long you were in the military?
So it was a 4-year enlistment, so I was ready to 4 years. But at the end of 1975, I was going to be discharged in February of '76, but I was accepted to college. So one of the benefits of being in the Navy is that I was settled on what I wanted to do. I had to finish my college, get my degree in college. I don't want to go to law school. So I signed up to start in January at St. John's University in New York. And I was able to, I applied for and received a school cut, they called it. So I shaved 50-something days off my enlistment, and I was able to start college in January. I was discharged at the end of '75. So 3 years, or almost 4 years. But for all that time, this was my home. And that's it was a destroyer escort. And
legit.
About 250, maybe not even 250 people on it. But it was a small, cohesive group. And
so that was some experience. Good seeing all of those events and different times of the conflicts. Could have resulted in another world war. Luckily, you avoided all of that and came home in one piece to ride motorcycle with me. Thank you. I didn't sign up. Thank you for your service.
You know, and interesting about that, when people say it today, thank you for your service, I always appreciate that, especially when I'm wearing this hat.
Yes.
But when I was discharged in 1975, people weren't saying that. It was a very unpopular time for the military.
That's what I heard.
At the end of the Vietnam War.
People come home and they get speeded on, right?
Yeah, it was
confusing
people
times.
Who served in country in Vietnam, and that wasn't me, but you know, the Vietnam era military, they weren't respected the way the military is now, and it changed over time. I wasn't getting discounts at Home Depot back in 1975, but today, you know, they have. I think there's more of an appreciation for the service, and
it depends, I guess, who you talk to.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So here we have it.
That's it. That's
my
the story.
man Dennis. Thank you for listening to the story.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoyed it as much.
All right, so today is day 9, the last day of our fabulous trip. Interrupted only briefly with some rain, which actually was fortuitous because it's very, very hot. Got up to 97 yesterday, 97 today. So we're leaving Charlestown shortly, and we're going to go some back roads through some very famous Civil War towns. We're going to stop in Sharpsburg briefly and just ride briefly around Antietam battlefield. See Dunkers Church, where the morning started, it was just getting light out, and the Union Army attacked the Confederate line, which was laid out at Dunkers Church. They got repulsed, and they spent the day back and forth in Bloody Field, and going around Bloody Field. It was the single most deadly day in American history. Over 23,000 people injured or killed. Amazing. Then we're going to go some cool back roads around Catoctin Forest up to Gettysburg, stop for a drink, just do a quick loop around Battlefield outside of Gettysburg, and then head on up 15, 83, 78. I've got to stop on exit 13 to 78. We'll stop for lunch. It's been enjoyable. I've really enjoyed having you guys along. It's been a fabulous trip, and everybody stay safe. So last bit, safe home.
So I want to, from the group, I want to thank Craig for creating an amazing trip for us. And that was amazing. Your organizing skills are top notch, 100%.
Thank you.
And all the details were thought out, and the routes were amazing. Places to stay, places to eat, rest areas in between. Couldn't be any better.
All right.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Here we are, last day of our trip. Today is a nasty hot day in high 90s, and we just have to slab our way home and stop at some interesting historical places that our leader lined up for us. To commemorate 250th anniversary of United States and the final leg of our trip, we did the honorary loop around the Gettysburg area where bloody battles were fought in the Civil War.
We had wonderful roads for the rest of the trip. Lots of twisties. Really great. Thank you, Craig, for putting this together. You did a fantastic job.
Well, we're on the way home, and it's been a great trip. This is day 9, and it's a little warm today, so we're stopping to hydrate a lot and cool off, stand in the shade for a while, take our gear off, and that helps. So I think our next stop is going to be lunch, but we're going to be taking it easy on the way home. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too hot. And hopefully everyone arrives safe, but it's been a fantastic trip. And I really enjoyed everyone's company over the last 8-9 days.